Is that straight? Yeah, I think it's alright now.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Quizine TV where we
Quiz the cuisine!
Where are we going today and what are we going to try?
Oh, you guys are in for a special one today. Because we are trying Yemeni food.
Very, very excited about Yemeni cuisine.
So I'm thinking Yemeni, because again of where it's geographically situated, is going to give us a lot of kind of Middle Eastern kinds of foods. You know, your baba ganoush, your hummus, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But there's going to be a bit of a twist in that there's going to be some Mughlai Indian influence.
Mughlai Indian?
Mughlai Indian influence. And I'm going to say some Somali influence as well. And I say that because the Yemenis and the Somalis are very, very close geographically.
Well, if it's anything like what you've described, I'm super excited. One thing that I did actually, believe it or not, read up on is the fact that Yemeni cuisine is known for their spice. So they've got a bit of spice there as well. I'm excited.
Like, food is critical to their culture. They love eating together. So I'm hoping we're going to get some sort of sharing platter system, which we've tried in the past, where we can eat together and show our love for each other through the meal. And obviously this place is called Queen of Sheba. She is a historic figure referenced in pretty much all three of the main Abrahamic faiths, known to have made her way to Jerusalem with a hell of a lot of goods and gifted it to King Solomon. And of course, they say she was from the Kingdom of Saba, which is Yemen. The Kingdom of Saba, which is
where did you get these things from?
So that's where we're going. Queen of Sheba, restaurant for some authentic Yemeni cuisine.
We're at Queen of Sheba, which is in West London, so just off Edgware Road, to try some Yemeni cuisine. Listen, Martin and I are super excited, and just like always, we almost fast the whole day to enjoy these foods. So let's go in and try their food.
So our food has arrived and we are super excited.
So excited.
The first thing we're going to have is our starter, and that is Yemeni Fool. It's effectively pummeled up fava bean and it is delicious. It's super popular across the Middle East, but what makes the Yemeni one really distinct is they actually put special spices in it as well. So this, for the first time, is going to be like spicy fool and served on the side.
This bread, not only does it look unbelievable, look at the size of it. It's bigger than Martin, and that's something. That's saying something. It's amazing homemade bread served with this fool. We cannot wait to try this. I don't want to talk about it, I just want to try it.
And they serve it up in such a cool way as well. They serve it on a hot plate so it comes sizzling. Let's go.
Should we go for it? Cheers.
Cheers. Don't burn yourself. Oh my god.
That is sensational.
The fool, the spice comes through. Now it's not super spicy that it blows your head off, but it's kind of more of a seasonal spice. Flavor to some spice, but it makes it so distinct from any other fool I've ever had.
It's literally a party in your mouth. It's very rich, very creamy. That's what you get with the fava beans. When you blend the beans together, you get that texture. With this homemade bread, very light, very nice, and perfect dipping material. We've just been served some of the nicest looking dishes. We're gonna start with the Yemeni traditional national dish, the Salta.
Don't come to a Yemeni restaurant if you're not going to have the Salta. That's basically how important, how crucial this dish is to the Yemeni cuisine. And it's got a lovely story behind it. I'll try not to eat it. The Salta, it actually comes from the word salata, which means mixture in Arabic. During the days of the Ottomans, when they had influence over Yemen, senior military officers would have loads of different foods for a big lunch, and afterwards they used to collect the leftovers, put them in a pot, mix in a lot of fenugreek, and then distribute that to the lower ranking officers or their own guards. and that basically became a really, really tasty dish. And they'd ask, you know, what's for lunch today? And they'd be like, oh, salata, meaning a mix. And that's basically where this thing came from.
So you got your lamb, which is slow cooked, nice, tender. You've got eggs, you've got various other herbs and spices. But one of the things that Yemenis love to use as their kind of, almost like their secret ingredient is fenugreek. Fenugreek. They love fenugreek. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's go. Oh, I could cry.
That's good.
I could cry.
That's good. Now I tell you, it's not spicy. You got your lamb, which is so tender, it melts in your mouth. Then you've got this nice creaminess from the egg, from the butter, and you can actually taste the fenugreek. It's got distinct herby taste, like you can taste it. And it kind of lingers at the back of your mouth. It's very, very good. We have something which is the showstopper.
We've done this before with the Somalis. We've done this with the Ethiopians. Now we're about to do it with the Yemenis. Just have a look at that, a whole platter full of 3
major dishes.
Authentic Yemeni dishes.
We have the chicken Hubsa, we've got the lamb Mandi, and we've got the lamb Madfoon. Chicken first? Alright, chicken first. So we've got the chicken Hubsa, which is essentially chicken cooked within the rice, within vegetables, and the Yemeni spices together. Almost, I know there's a bit of a cultural reference, but almost like a biryani type thing, but Yemeni style. Yemeni style.
Crucially, we know what to do. Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my god.
That's a W.
That's a major W.
That's a W. Wow.
A lot of tomato in that rice as well, so you get a lovely tomato taste. Spices are all there. Chicken is cooked wonderfully. It's nice and soft.
Chicken is so soft.
It's a really saucy rice, which I absolutely love. When we talk about biryanis and that kind of thing, crucially, the spices have got to be integrated with the rice.
It's not
giving
dry
that lovely, moisture. Exactly what that is. Lovely.
As we rotate our dish, we go to the lamb Mandi. This is steamed baby lamb marinated with herbs, spices, and the traditional dish is served with this Mandi rice. And the Mandi rice is this yellow rice. So we got lamb, we got flavor with the herbs and spices, and we got this special Yemeni Mandi rice.
Let's go.
Steamed lamb. Let's go for it. Let's get a bit of this lamb. Let's get a bit of... Alright.
There you go. How is it?
No, so good.
This is special, man.
Wow.
Give me some, give me some. Why are you eating it all by yourself, man? Go. You're gonna... Nightmare. I don't know how I work with this guy.
It's Mandi rice. It's almost like a basmati texture to it. Yellow rice. The lamb, the steamed lamb, is the biggest W. So tender, flavoursome, a lot of herbs and spices. Very different to the hubsa that we had just now with the chicken. Very different.
This is all I live for. Bone marrow, delicious.
As you can see, we're enjoying our food.
A bit too much. A bit too much.
The next dish is the lamb madfoon. Actually, this is the thigh of a lamb. It's cooked with potatoes and served with rice on top. And as you can see, it's a big piece of lamb there. And that's served with roast carrots, some potatoes, some onions on this bed of Mandi rice. Look at that. That is delicious. Go on, let's do this. Go on. Bro, don't bite my finger off. Give me some then.
I was kind of hoping I could eat that with myself as well. Oh my god.
We had 2 lambs. Both lamb dishes were so different. Super tender, and the integrity of the meat. Wow.
It's got lovely bits of fat all over. So that fat is just slow
Adds to that flavour.
absorbed by the meat, and it's quite subtle on the flavouring, but it works so well. But honestly, that is absolutely fantastic. Alright, so next up we've got the fish mukhbaza. Don't be deceived into thinking the Yemenis are only about the meat. Yes, they love their meat, But being the obviously coastal country that it is, right at the southern part of Arabia, and it has one of the major ports around the world, the port of Aden. These guys absolutely love their fish.
What we got here is a nice sea bass cut up beautifully, grilled on clay, and it's served. So the sea bass here is served with a bread called a ratab, which is here. And this bread here, if you can see, look at that, oily, doughy, and stretches so long.
Cheers.
Wow,
That is a really good fish.
I did not expect that. The fish is really zesty. It's cooked very, very well. The fish here, super flaky, super flavorful. And with this bread, with the ratab, it's unbelievably filling.
And this bread is super, super doughy. It's got that lovely, flaky, oily, doughy vibe to it, which makes it so delicious. And the fish, crucially, what gives it that distinct taste is their special hawaj spice. Can you remember when we were having Somali food, they had the hawaj?
Right.
When we had Ethiopian, they had the berbere. Yemenis also have a very popular spice mix, and that is called the hawaj. And that consists of things like black pepper, cumin, turmeric. So it's a mix of all the good stuff, and they've sprinkled that on, absolutely peppered it on this fish, which gives it a lovely, lovely taste. And it's cooked perfectly.
Beautiful taste.
And now, we thought we're going to settle the stomach with a little bit of dessert to end our meal, but then we found out a little bit of dessert? No, that's not how the Yemenis do it.
That's not the Yemeni style.
This is a Yemeni dessert.
Malawi bread with honey. So the special thing about this, let's say dessert, is that actually Yemenis, not only do they have it as a dessert because of the sweetness of the bread and the honey, but also, you know, a lot of Yemenis have this as like a breakfast. So the bread is topped off with some sesame, so black and white sesame seeds. Almost like honey on toast, or honey on a crumpet, or something like that.
You can't really tell whether it's a dessert dish or a savoury dish. Like, because you obviously get the black seed and the sesame, which you usually kind of sprinkle on savoury dishes, as you know. You've got that savoury vibe to it, and obviously bread you have often in a savoury kind of form. But then you got that honey, it's honey galore, and the bread is a little bit sweet, so it's playing. My mind is playing a bit of tricks on me. It doesn't really know whether it's, you know, savoury or sweet. So, second dessert dish,
Fatta Tamar, which is bread mixed with dates and butter. It looks so rich and so sweet.
We've got a really good variety of uniquely Yemeni desserts. Like all across the Middle East, you'll have baklava, you'll have kenaf, but this kind of stuff is exclusive to Yemen.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. Imagine getting one of those fruit bars, but melting it and drizzling it with butter and honey. That is what that is.
That's exactly that.
It's
and that's
so rich.
the honey, the butter, the dates. Dates generally are really sweet as well. But desserts are always a good way to finish off your meal. But me, I like to go that extra step further. We have got a Yemeni special coffee.
The Yemenis are known for their incredible coffee.
And I tell you off the bat, straight away, it smells different.
Also a different colour as well. It's not the kind of
it's not the
typical
jet black that you expect. It has different notes of smells. Oh.
Ginger.
Listen,
Whack.
This coffee has ginger in it. And I tell you one thing, that hit me differently. Yeah, it gives you a massive kick. As soon as you take a sip, you get that ginger at the back of your throat. But it works.
It works? It works very well. I think, confidently I can say, in our entire cuisine expedition, Yemeni is the best cuisine we've had.
Really?
The best cuisine.
Really? That's a
that
strong statement. It is up there with some of the best that we've had. So I'd agree that it's top tier. Top tier.
The food was incredible right from the get-go when we got that full, and they just put their distinct Yemeni mark on it from the beginning. by making it in a tomatoey base and adding spice to it.
Yeah.
You knew just from that moment that this is going to be very different.
I mean, thoroughly enjoyed it. You just knew that we're going to be in for a treat, and we were.
Favorite dish?
Oh, favorite dish. I would say the chicken kabsa and the salta. Salta lived up to their expectation, I think. Tender lamb, you know, in a nice stew, various different spices.
Oh my god, it was such a good meal. And then you get bread on the side. Every single bread is different. It all has its own kind of originality. We get slapped with one pastry, like really doughy, gooey bread, and then we get like a naan, like peppered with sesame seeds. Both of which are about 10 feet long.
Massive, like a parachute.
Literally like a parachute.
They're like a parachute.
If I jumped out of a plane and had the bread with me, I'd survive.
Yeah.
And I could eat half of it as well while I was falling through the air.
True.
Hospitality and food, absolutely crucial to the Yemeni culture. Absolutely crucial. If a Yemeni offers you food and you refuse, you're almost insulting them. Absolutely lovely. Queen of Sheba. It's a proper representation of what Yemeni food is and should be.
Listen, I hope you liked the video. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, switch the notification button on as well. Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and catch us next time. Bye.